Okay.
Sorry. No,
Sorry, we're celebrating too many things. So first, okay, no, we'll celebrate
and
both.
then we've got the zoomies. Like, what are we doing
I
right
don't
now?
know. I think I'm just so excited. I haven't
think we
even had any
should
Red Bull today or
clink on
anything.
microphone. On the.
Yeah, because people want to hear.
I feel like we should clink our glasses.
Yeah, okay. Now?
Prove that we're having fun. Okay, ready? Cheers!
Cheers! Hello, everyone, and welcome back to On Air. We are so excited today because we have officially become the top 1% of podcasts simply by doing more than 20 episodes, because statistically, 99% of podcasts do not make it past their 20th episode. This is episode 21. Ariana, tell the people how you feel.
I feel so good right now. I want to thank my family and my friends, and I want to thank my business partner, Sarah, for always having my back, and I want to thank my partner for, and I want to thank me for putting in those late, do you know that Snoop Dogg thing?
Yeah.
I want to thank me for putting in all those late nights. I want to thank me for, I don't know. Anyways, we did it.
We did it. Now, top 1% in quality, not sure, but in quantity,
we never
yes,
promised that. There's a lot of ways to evaluate a podcast.
Yeah, and some of it is just have you stayed around for more than 20 episodes, and that's one of them, and apparently it makes you top 1%. Who knew? And at the start, we were like, our only goal is to get to top 1% of podcasters, and it just proves if you put in the work, you too can be the top 1% of something.
Yeah, like us.
Yeah.
1%ers.
Yeah. We're now in the 1% of how many podcasts someone put out, and it's just going to grow from here. But if I actually am I'm not shocked that we did it together, because I personally am much better at doing things when someone else is involved.
Oh yeah, me too.
Holding me to it.
Me too.
But I have tried to start things, specifically a podcast, before, and I did one, and then I was like, well, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done. Never doing that again. But you know what actually happens? You actually have to do something to get better at it.
Yeah, and I feel like there was even moments where one of us was like, should we keep doing this? Should we record another episode? And then the other person's like, yeah, let's keep going.
Well, it's kind of just fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
It's a nice little like switch up from our regular day-to-day stuff.
Yeah, and that's why our intro is talking to a mic and call it productivity, or to call it working, or call it whatever, because we're not really sure what it does, but it makes us feel like we're working really hard, and
we're gonna roll with that storyline.
Yeah, we're like totally working really hard while we talk into a mic and drink champagne. This, though, is going to be the first time we drink champagne, but we had to celebrate. We have so many things to celebrate today.
We're celebrating together.
Why don't you tell the people what else we're celebrating while I open the champagne? Or do you want to open it? Because it's kind of scary. You can do it.
I can open it. Or do you want to open it?
I don't care. I feel like as someone who waited tables for 10 years, you'd think I'd be more comfortable opening champagne.
Okay, well, I've opened a lot of bottles of champagne.
Yeah,
so
I think you've probably opened more than I have with all my years of serving and
it's also
restaurant
my
experience.
House, so if this goes into a wall, then
it's your house, your computer, technically your camera. That's a good idea. I'll just shield myself.
Well,
okay. So while she's doing this, unless you, I guess you can still. Do you need both hands?
No, I will need both hands. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna. You know what? Why don't I put the mic down?
Why have you opened so much champagne? Just from life? You just love it.
I guess I have a lot to celebrate.
Yeah. True. Just
I
celebrating
feel like
all the little
big
things.
Milestone, there's like a bottle of champagne involved. And also when there's not a milestone. And also mimosas.
So true.
You know?
You drink a lot of mimosas? Woo!
Confetti!
Yay! Oh my gosh, I wish we had confetti.
Okay.
But then you'd have to clean it up for the next year of your life.
I'm opening the cork, so I mean business, so I'm going to put the mic down.
Okay. Put the mic down. I promise I won't say anything well. No one can hear what you're saying. No! Anyways, we're so stoked because not only are we celebrating 21 episodes, which it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's 21 weeks of being consistent. 21 episodes Ariana had to edit because, yes, she does the editing of the podcast 21 times. No, like double than that, because you have to listen to it twice. That she had to hear my annoying voice being like, what am I doing in my life? Ooh, how did you pick this bottle of champagne, Ariana?
Hi, I picked this bottle of champagne because it was the prettiest. I actually texted you and I'm like, do we have a preference for champagne? Because otherwise I'm probably just going to pick the prettiest bottle because I know nothing about anything.
Yeah.
So I picked a gold bottle.
Straight gold bottle.
Because we are Gold Star.
We're a gold star, she says.
Okay.
Now, is it okay? Okay. I'm gonna scream, but I'm not. I'm gonna try not to.
It's green.
I can't not.
Ready?
Yeah. just screaming into people's ears. Shake it up. No.
Too late for that.
Oh, too late for that. Shoot. Clearly haven't drank enough champagne in my life. Also, we're inside your home.
You shake it when you want it to like explode.
Yeah. We probably didn't want that.
Well,
Ooh.
we'd probably waste a lot.
Yeah, and we'd be sticky and
it'd go all over the carpet.
there'd be ants.
Ew.
Oh, that would be terrible. So we're being responsible and just drinking champagne in the middle of the day instead of shaking up the champagne, you know? You can't be too crazy. We're adults. We got to keep it together.
What else are we celebrating?
Oh, you don't have no one can hear you. She said, what else are we celebrating? We are also celebrating the fact that we just
Finished.
we just wrapped the filming on our latest course.
Wait, should we do a little? Okay, no.
Okay.
Sorry. No,
Sorry, we're celebrating too many things. So first, okay, no, we'll celebrate
I
both.
think we've got the zoomies. Like, what are we doing
I
right
don't
now?
know. I think I'm just so excited. I haven't
think we
even had
should
any Red
clink
Bull today or
on
anything.
microphone. On the.
Yeah, because people want to hear.
I feel like we should clink our glasses.
Yeah, okay. Now?
Prove that we're having fun. Okay, ready? Cheers!
Cheers! Oh, that was a nice sound these glasses made. Is this
heavy
crystal?
glasses? Or
Crystal?
crystal? They were a gift, so I don't know, but they're heavy.
Cheers. Yum. Delish.
What's your score of this champagne? I guess it's probably prosecco. It's not champagne.
Yeah, let's be honest. We're not quite that bougie. That's insane. To be honest, I don't drink a ton of champagne, but it tastes good to me. It's not too sweet.
Are you a champagne? I guess I never even asked. Do you like champagne?
I like it, but if I was gonna buy a bottle of something, it's usually red wine.
Yeah. I guess it depends
Not
on
champagne.
the occasion.
Yeah,
For me.
but I'd probably still buy a red one, unless it's straight up being like
red wine
we're
for
celebrating
apples.
this. But I do like it. Or I'd make a mimosa, which you can't really tell. I think it's the cheapest stuff.
But the best mimosa is like a splash of orange juice, anyways.
That's so true. It has like
It's almost like green apple-y.
yeah,
Like a very tart.
a tart taste. Prosecco, yeah, it is Prosecco, obviously. So good. Well,
It's definitely not an expensive bottle.
but it's still good.
But it looks pretty.
It looks pretty on
And
camera, and that's all that matters.
And we can celebrate. Doesn't taste bad. It's not sweet.
No, it's good. I like it. It's kind of like a dry champagne.
Yeah.
Delish.
Oh my God.
Okay, so anyways, as I got totally distracted by the champagne, okay. I know. I don't know why we have the zoomies. I think because filming
Because
just
we're
felt-
celebrating. Sorry.
Obviously, because we're celebrating.
Yeah.
But I do feel like the last few days of filming and then writing like it just felt sometimes there's like this middle piece where I'm like, it feels like I'm in the middle of a huge puzzle and I'm like, just trust that you'll figure it out. But like, it feels like so hard. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense. It's never going to make sense. No one's going to understand what I'm saying.
Until
What
you
comes
kind
first,
of
what
like
comes second?
start putting the pieces of the puzzle together,
Yeah.
it feels really messy and chaotic. And you're like, if I can't even see the picture clearly, how is someone else going to?
Yeah.
But then kind of like as we, nail down all of the lessons, as we kind of get through the filming, things start to come together. And then it starts to feel,
I never said what it was. You go ahead.
oh no!
I've just been saying random things and then I was talking about champagne.
You've
And
just been teasing it this whole time.
I wasn't trying to. I just have ADD.
No, I think I interrupted you. I think that's why you didn't finish.
That must be it.
Yeah,
Can't be my fault.
it definitely was my
Go ahead. You explain it. I feel like you are so good at explaining what we're doing. That actually was sincere. I know it sounded really bad. It sounded so... Because you said it before and it sounded so good. That sounded sarcastic, but I sincerely actually did mean that. I don't know why it came out like that.
That's so funny. So I don't even know if we've ever... I think we've explained what we're currently selling right now. Like we're selling courses, online courses.
For bookkeepers.
For bookkeepers. And so we used
We used to be
let's start from
accountants. then we
scratch.
Did we? We've said most of this, but let's
I
just
think we
start.
have.
We'll just start again. If you're new here, Well, some people don't find you till their 21st episode. It's like a
Yeah,
common
also
thing.
don't
They're
go
like,
back
is
to
this
the
podcast
first,
1%?
please,
Isn't this podcast in the 1%? I should watch.
yeah, maybe now
start
that
listening.
we've like breached the 20 episode threshold,
Yeah.
the algorithm will just start putting us in front of people.
They'll be like, these girls are serious.
These girls are in the top of
They're
the song.
basically professionals.
So profesh.
Yeah, don't go back to the first one. We should.
Please.
We can't delete them because then we aren't in the 1%. But just
don't.
know that if you think this is good, wait, they're not good.
If you're not convinced of the quality of this
It's
episode,
worse than
imagine
this.
the first one.
Yeah, it's worse than this. This is better. Okay.
Do we want to reintroduce what we're doing?
Well, we can just do a really quick summary.
Okay.
Basically, we're two CPAs who worked in accounting, cried every day, quit our jobs, started our own bookkeeping company together / accounting firm, started taking what we learned about efficient bookkeeping and getting clients and all the stuff of running a business, and was like, I bet other bookkeepers would want to know this. And so we put it into a course.
So we've now made 2 courses, and we just finished filming the 3rd course, which is what we're celebrating for. And we're really excited because this is our first time crossing over, not into a different market, but into it's intended for not just bookkeepers.
Yeah.
And so we're super excited to, should I say it? I guess so. That's the whole point. What am I teasing this for? I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyways,
Ariana said that when she edits, she just thinks, why don't I just spit it out?
I know. I'm like, oh my God, just spit it out. Like, why is this so hard? Like, just say a sentence to completion. Like, there doesn't need to be so many pauses. Like, are you thinking that hard? You're not. Like, just spit it out. Anyways, I talked to my therapist about that, and anyways.
You did?
Yeah, because I'm like, I think my brain speed is declining. This is
She's like, no, you just don't usually watch yourself on film thinking.
Maybe I thought I've been a lot smarter than I am all these years, and now that I'm watching myself, I'm like,
no, it's true. Because when
but
I watch us,
no.
I'm like, who's this dumb bitch? Like, what are
Yeah.
you saying? I'm like,
yeah.
okay. And I'm like,
Next time I say I'm gonna cut my own tongue out.
okay, don't do that, but let's try to say it less.
Let's try.
That is my goal. Also, stop touching your hair so much. I think I've said this
Yeah.
before, but I'm actually doing a really good job right now. I haven't touched it once, but
I've touched my. I was about to say something. I was about to say I touched myself a million times already in this episode.
okay. Okay, sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm so
Okay.
hot. I need to take this off.
Also,
Okay,
I get like
go
a
ahead.
little itch sometimes. Like I get like a little
Yeah, and then you're like, is my face look weird? Like I should probably need to fix it.
whatever.
Okay, spit it out.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. So, this course is designed specifically for business owners.
Yeah.
So, whether you're a new business owner, whether you're thinking about starting a business, or you have like a small to medium sized business, this course is going to teach you basic bookkeeping. So, like,
Yeah, how to do your own books yourself.
how to do your books yourself, how to like read and understand your financial statements so that you can actually confidently make decisions in your business, that you're not just like going in blind or like looking at the cash in the bank and like trying to make like strategic decisions.
Yeah.
And like how to put together like a year-end package and give it to your accountant. But yeah, we're just like so excited because we both feel like it's super, super important for business owners to be able to understand and have confidence in their own numbers. Like, I feel like it's like every business owner needs to have that skill.
Yeah, and whether like, I think the like part of it is, okay, yes, you can do your bookkeeping instead of hiring a bookkeeper. So you're saving money, but more so than that, it's like you're actually learning a skill that every single bookkeeper every single business owner would benefit from.
Absolutely.
It's going to show you how to like understand your numbers, make sure your numbers are right, be confident in them, not have that like sick feeling when you're laying in bed like
The government's going to get me.
the government's going to get me, or
they're
like,
not.
am I going to run out of cash, or like, am I missing something?
Am I
But-
doing something wrong and I'm going to get in trouble?
Yeah, like that horrible feeling where you're just like, ugh, it feels like there's just might be something missing, but I don't really know.
Yeah.
And then also just as part of understanding it, not only are you going to be having way better conversations like with your accountant at the end of the year, but you're going to be able to like I don't know, save on tax, make good decisions, avoid fraud. Like we've seen so many small businesses get taken advantage of because they're hiring someone to do their books, to handle the money side. They're just trusting them because most of us are pretty trusting people. And I personally know 3 different personal friends of mine, friends or family, who have been stolen from. One of the companies lost over $300,000. Not in an effort to scare anybody, but it was literally in the most basic way where the one of their employees was straight up just skimming money. And as soon as they like actually just looked and like got a bit suspicious, it was really obvious. But it's just like those little things that you're like, wow, you could fully avoid this if you kind of just knew what you were looking for and just were consistently looking at your numbers. And I personally think, obviously not every business is falling into this category, but I think most small and medium-sized businesses can do their bookkeeping in 2 hours a month. I firmly believe that.
Absolutely. And I also feel like doing your own books or bookkeeping or whatever for these business owners seems like something that's really scary and daunting. And maybe you've had a bookkeeper in the past and you've asked them questions and their answers have just kind of been like not super clear, or like made you feel a little bit confused, or made you feel like you couldn't get it, that it's like way too complex for you to understand. And I feel like every business owner should be able to like take back that power and control over their own business to understand what's going on, because it's really, truly not complicated. You just need to be taught. And I feel like a lot of the courses online right now are courses that are like, learn everything there is to know about bookkeeping and accounting. Take this 6-month program for a few $1,000s. And it's like, no business owner can do that because they're running a business. And also, as a business owner, you don't need to know every single rule about bookkeeping and accounting. You shouldn't. Like, why would you waste your time in knowing all of that? You need to know like the information that is like essential, and you need to know what pertains to your business, and everything else you don't need to know. Like,
yeah.
And you'll still have a accountant at the end of the year to file your taxes. And like, you can still ask them questions of anything that you're not sure of. But we really, really, really tried hard to make this course be everything that you need to know and nothing that you don't. So you're not wasting your time.
Yeah, you're not wasting hours just doing lessons for the sake of it. And also, to me, when someone's like, this course is X hours, I'm like, okay, but could I have learned it in half the time? Because then it's actually not as good. I want to learn, if I could just download the information into my brain, that's worth the most to me. So how do we get people the information they need without being like, spend hours doing this? And I feel like the feedback we've gotten on our other courses is like, wow, this was only what I feel like I needed, and every second of the course had a purpose and information. Like, there is no just like,
there's no like fluff. There's no like, oh, maybe if in the super weird one-off situation, you might have this crazy thing. Let's spend 20 minutes talking about it. No, you don't need to know that. Yeah. Like, for what? And if that comes up, then you can handle it in the moment. But yeah, we worked really, really hard to make it like as concise and valuable as possible. Like, while still trying to make it fun, because obviously bookkeeping, not every person is like, oh my God, yeah, let's learn bookkeeping. So we tried to make it really fun, super simple.
As fun as bookkeeping.
Super straightforward. Yeah. No bullshit.
And I think part of this too is like, obviously our other courses are for bookkeepers, and we love bookkeepers, and we think that having a good bookkeeper is worth their weight in absolute gold, which is why we're trying to help bookkeepers build their businesses so they can take on more clients. We're trying to help create more bookkeepers. So taking people who maybe don't know anything about bookkeeping right now, but are interested in it and are like, oh, maybe I could have a bookkeeping business, like bridging that gap for them to be like, yeah, come learn our courses. We're going to teach you that. But unfortunately, I don't think there are enough good bookkeepers right now. Like, there's not enough. So if you want to be a bookkeeper, you should do it. But also, it just felt like there wasn't really an option for some of these businesses. It was like, yeah, of course, hiring a really great bookkeeper is probably one of the best things you can do. But like, for a lot of people, it is really hard to find. So, and that being said, even if you do have the best bookkeeper, or even if one day you're like, you know what, I don't have those extra 2 hours a month, I do want to get someone to help me with this, you still kind of need to understand what the reports say. You kind of need to still get it enough that when they're showing you stuff, when they're saying stuff to you, you can then take it and be like, oh, I get how these numbers pertain to the real world of my business.
And you can see in your books when things are lining up and things aren't.
Yeah.
So if eventually, you know, you do this course and you really understand your numbers, and through that, you're able to make really great business decisions and grow your business, and then eventually you hire a bookkeeper, you'll still be able to go back into your books and see what that bookkeeper is doing and make sure that it's like everything's good.
Makes sense.
Yeah, everything is making sense. You'll be able to ask really smart questions to the bookkeeper, and you're going to be able to actually understand their responses. Because I feel like that's also a big thing that's like the business lingo kind of like is a barrier for business owners feeling like they can understand it just because they don't know like the vocab.
Yeah, and I do think like some bookkeepers are really good at it, but some it's like you almost just feel dumb, and then you're like, wow, that must have been a really dumb question because I don't get the answer. And it's like maybe both of you are saying good stuff, but like you're not speaking the same language.
Yeah.
I had that a lot when I was doing like working at a public accounting firm, where it just felt like there was like this disconnect of like the business owner and the accountant, and it was like I remember being like, I don't know how to explain this in a way that they'll get, because the words I know are from 7 years of school, and I remember being like, oh, clearly I'm not remembering where I was at.
Well, because even your husband is an accountant.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
even your conversations with him, there's
like,
just
it's
terms
so
and stuff that you're like, oh, everyone knows what that is.
Yeah. Because I had to I distinctly remember being in my first year accounting course and them saying the word dividend. And I distinctly remember being like, where am I? What is this word? What are we talking about? But now I use that word like everyone knows it.
Yeah. When they don't.
Yeah. And why would you if you've never taken that type of schooling? So we tried, like, our primary focus was firstly only including the things people actually need to know to run their business, not every single random accounting factoid or like super complex thing or super old school way of doing it that
isn't even
no one actually does anymore, and the software does for you. So do you really actually need to know every single intricate detail of it? Maybe if you're going to start your own bookkeeping company, but
not if you're just a business owner. Like, you don't need to know the background theory of how they used to do it back with like paper and pencil. Like, what a waste of your time.
Yeah,
like,
you're paying for a software. It does it for you.
Like,
let's figure out how to do it now.
Yeah, let's figure out how to work the software, and let's figure out like how to use the tools at your disposal so that you can actually apply these teachings to real life.
Yeah, and
not
be like
theoretical worlds.
Yeah, what's the goal of this? Okay, my goal is to like organize my stuff, know my numbers, make sure it's right. I don't need to know the theory of every single possible thing. And identify places where I'm like, oh, you know what? This is where I don't actually know. So this is where I'm going to call my accountant or get some more info. But like, that's like twice a year. Yeah. That's not every single thing. And if those things happen twice a year, do you really need to spend 10 months in a course learning every single possible thing that, to be honest, you probably won't even get through because it's going to be way too intimidating. It's going to be way too overwhelming.
Yeah.
And same thing with the new bookkeeper. It's like, yes, you do need to know probably more, but it's again the same thing. Like, some of these courses I've looked at, I'm like, this is like 2 years of school. And it's not to say that the info isn't good, but I feel like it's actually like a barrier to people getting through it.
It's like TMI. Like, they don't, like, some people need to know that, but like 99% of people don't. Like, if you're doing it as a profession, you're doing bookkeeping as a profession, you probably need to know more than the business owner. You should. But if you're a business owner, you don't need to know all of that. What a waste of your time.
Yeah, and I feel like right now people are like, I don't know who these people are, but it's almost like this feel of like, well, you should know, like you should know all this stuff. You should know the reasons. And it's like, maybe we all should know a lot of stuff. Like, I probably should know a lot more doctor words and health stuff, but it's like, knowing some of it is still better than knowing nothing.
Yeah.
And like, I think this course does a really good job of being like, you don't know anything, and now you literally can do your own bookkeeping.
Yeah. So we really, really place an importance on like the fact that probably our students are going to have zero financial bookkeeping accounting experience. Like, so even like the words that we're using are really simple, or if they're like accounting bookkeeping words, we explain them in a really simple way. But yeah, we wanted to take you from literally zero, knowing absolutely not one thing, to being able to complete a full year of bookkeeping and hand a year-end package to your accountant.
Yeah. And understand what you're giving them.
And read your financial statements. Like,
yeah. And that's the beauty of bookkeeping is it's the same thing every year.
Yeah.
You just do it over and over and over and over. I mean, it changes slightly.
Yeah.
But the thing that we're finding really exciting is like I got into business, accounting, starting a bookkeeping company. All these things I've done have been to help the business owner.
Yeah.
And I don't see a bookkeeper as like I see them as business owners as well. It's just like
owners of their own business.
Yeah, there's just a specific type of business.
Mm-hmm.
But everything I've done in my career has been because I have seen business owners get absolutely screwed by just
people who
took
advantage of them.
People who took advantage of them, a lack of knowledge, something they didn't know they had to do with it. Like, and I was just like,
trust.
Yeah. So I just have always been like, my goal is to help the business owner, and it's so fun. And when you see people's businesses thrive and succeed, you're just like, this is sweet. And being an entrepreneur is really, 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 really hard. So I don't think that your bookkeeper or accountant should be like another thing coming at you, being like, where's this? Where's that? Why don't you have the support?
Mm-hmm.
You did this wrong. Oh, you didn't pay your installments. Oh, you're a piece. Like, it's like, how can we like help and uplift these people to like make better businesses? They can employ more people. They're better. Like, they're making the economy better. Your local town is better because you have cool businesses. It's not just these massive corporations. Yeah. So the goal is to help the small business owner in whatever capacity you're in. And we're so excited because this is like really opening that up to like way more types of businesses.
Yeah. And I think we've talked about our previous experience in like a corporate type job a lot. And I feel like
maybe too much.
Both of us really had this dream of creating something that is our own and being business owners. And I feel like a lot of people are stuck in lives that they hate because they have this dream of going out on their own, doing their own thing, doing a business, but there's aspects that hold them back. And I feel like one of the main aspects is like, am I going to make enough money to survive? Like, I don't know what to do from like the whole financial standpoint, which, let's be real, like finances are like a huge factor in starting business. And so being able to support these people who want to start these businesses through like teaching them how to do their own books, how to understand their finances, like how to look at their financial statements, I feel like we're helping. I mean, we had the accounting knowledge already, but like helping like a prior version of ourselves or someone who was in our shoes build a life that truly feels like theirs.
Yeah.
Which like
100%.
I think like I feel like that's our freaking mission, is to help people build like lives and businesses that they fucking love and that they feel confident in.
Yeah. I think we're so like we have such a soft spot for people in that situation because we've been you.
Yeah.
I've literally been just like a shell of a human being who just stares at a computer screen and like I literally couldn't like make a sentence.
No.
I was such a like
couldn't answer an email.
Yeah. And you're just like, is this life? Like that was the worst point in my entire life of just being like, oh, cool. I just went to school for this long to like hate every aspect. Not every, but it felt all consuming.
It's all consuming to go like 5 days a week. If you're lucky to only work 5 days a week, if you're not working weekends or whatever, 5 days a week, you hate your life. How could it not be all consuming?
Yeah.
And I just felt like I was such a failure piece of shit for not being happy in this thing that I should have been happy about.
Yeah, everyone's telling you, oh, you're perfect.
Oh my God, you got that management role. You got that blah, blah, blah. You're making really good money. And for me to
got those letters behind your name.
For me to want more felt so almost like selfish, A, and B, like,
what's wrong with you?
Yeah, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
And to have this dream, I just felt like I was like, my head was in the clouds, or it was not possible. And I just felt like it was just this like far off dream that was never actually attainable. And I know that other people feel that way. And it is my mission to tell you that you don't have to feel that way, and that you can do it, and that you can start a business. And if this is one way that we can help you, that's fucking sweet.
Yeah.
But I want to break the norm that people have to hate their lives, and I feel like this is the first step.
Yeah. We firmly believe you don't need to hate your life.
Firmly.
But sometimes you have to feel the hating of life to make a
Yeah.
change, which is fair. But yeah, I think this is our like first step of helping that person.
Yeah.
And it's not like, oh, because you know your numbers, suddenly running a business or starting your own thing is easy. It's not. But it's like, it's a part of it, and it's something you need to know. And it does feel like there's not a ton of stuff out there on it for the business owner. Like, even some of the people we spoke to, they were like, I just think business owners shouldn't even waste their time knowing their numbers. And I'm like, yeah, but 90 whatever, like, what's the
okay, but that was a person who was obviously really insecure in their own value. So they were telling business owners that, oh, you shouldn't have to know that, because that was the only value that they could provide.
Okay, well, fair. But statistically, I don't know the statistics off the top of my head. I was going to say 90, but that's also what I said about the podcasting. So now I'm starting to question what is what. But let's be honest, most businesses, if not maybe almost all businesses, fail because they run out of money.
Yeah.
Like, that's how most fail. Most, yeah,
Absolutely.
maybe you make a decision to stop, but like usually you're like, well, we can't continue because we don't have money.
Yeah.
So if we can just help with that little piece of that, of being like,
Mm-hmm.
here's how you can plan to not be in that super massive percent of businesses that fail within the first year because you run out of money. Like, that's
because
sick.
you had a surprise thing that you weren't realizing, or like you didn't.
Well, another person I know personally literally got off the phone with CRA, we're in Canada, and said, and they were like, you owe 40 grand in payroll tax. And they didn't even know that that was a thing that existed.
It was like an innocent thing. That's the freaking thing that pisses me off. It's like, these people aren't intentionally not doing things.
Yeah.
And then getting in trouble. They don't even know that they're supposed to be doing it, and then they get in trouble, and then they get a tax bill that puts them out of business.
Yeah.
Because they weren't planning for that money.
Yeah. Which sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, live and learn. We've made some dumb mistakes too.
Everyone, and you know,
in different areas.
You're going to have mistakes. Everyone has mistakes. But
yeah,
if this is one little piece that we can help you with,
a little bit more.
And this is only the start, because I feel like we've got a lot of ideas in our little pea brains for the future.
Yeah.
But
what are they? We're not
sure.
This is
the start.
This is the start. But we're really excited to be opening it up to like all the different industries, because before it was all of our content and information and resources have been very specific to running a bookkeeping business.
Yeah.
So we're so excited to open it up to like different.
Yeah. We are
different industries.
Pumped.
We're so excited.
Hence the champagne.
And also 21st episode. It just actually so happened that these landed on the same day. Like, we actually did not plan that.
We actually finished filming this course
today.
Like 2 hours ago.
Yeah. 2 hours ago we finished filming, and then we're like, oh my gosh, we have to record our next episode, which is our 21st episode.
Oh my God.
Who now?
Celebrate.
What a coincidence.
Should we tell them the launch date, or does that feel scary?
Are we confident that we're going to get that date? Yeah.
Yeah. Should we?
We are. Let's do it.
That's fine. We do so well with external pressure.
Yeah. That we put on ourselves, but also we just.
Exactly.
I mean, the first course we had, we put out on something that I swear maybe 2 people watched, and probably was my mom. Hi, Mom. And it's like, just because we said a date online, we're like, we have to do it.
Yeah.
Even though no one watched this, we must hit this deadline.
Yeah, even though no one is paying attention, no one probably even saw the like countdown on our website. We know that the countdown is out there on the internet, and therefore we will hit the deadline.
Yeah.
I think we can do it.
Of course. We planned it perfectly.
Yeah.
Well, tell them. Well, yeah.
Drum roll, please.
Another drum roll. Spit it out.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
No. Okay, I'm gonna spit it out.
She's just drum rolling everything in her life.
Yeah,
I love that.
I'm just
drum
silently
roll,
drum rolling.
please.
That's what all the pauses are. Dramatic effect.
Yeah, in your head it's going. You're like,
and
pause for drum roll.
Yeah. Silent drum roll. Okay. So we are launching this to business owners on October 1st.
Yes. 1 month.
Yay!
Less than a month.
Well, less than a month. We are gonna do like
when this podcast comes out, it's gonna be
it's
even
gonna
less
be
than a month.
Yeah.
Wow.
We can do it.
Heck yeah, we're doing it.
Head to the yeah.
We're
And
doing
we're
it.
going to do it for you because we said so. And we uphold our promises to you.
We promise. So we have the How to Do Your Own Books as the business owner. And then we've also created another course where we've added a little more stuff to it and made it specifically speaking to people who want to start their own bookkeeping company.
Yeah.
And the reason we did them separate, a lot of it is similar content. It's very similar, but if you're starting your own bookkeeping company, we do feel like there is a little bit more information that you need to know as like that basic fundamentals that, you know, if you're going to have clients and you're
Like,
going to
yeah.
be helping them, you need a little more understanding, of
Yeah,
course.
if you're going to be charging for this service, you should probably know a little bit more than the business owner.
And we did that purposely because we didn't want to overwhelm the business owner while still giving you all the information you need to do your own books confidently. And then as the aspiring bookkeeper, we just give you that little more icing on the cake to make sure, you know, if you're charging for this service, you have like a really good understanding of what's going on. And then it's really cool because now we have this like, we've bridged the gap between these people who want to take our other courses, but had to search externally for kind of like a basic bookkeeping course or like a starting bookkeeping course. Because previously, our other courses are teaching things like the marketing side, quoting, pricing, like all
automation, like optimization.
Yeah, but it kind of
tech.
starts with the assumption that you know how to do bookkeeping. You've started your firm, and now we're just teaching you how to like take it to the next level. Now we have that piece that takes people who are like exactly where we were, however many years ago that was, 5 years ago, 6 years, I don't know. We're not counting. And being like, I just want to change my life. I want to start a different business. I want to do something else. And if you're like, I want to start a bookkeeping business, this is going to take you from nothing to the point where you know the fundamentals, you know the information, and then you can grow it there with our other courses if you want.
Yeah, because we actually found, I don't think we realized this at the beginning, but now that we've put out the 2 courses and we have that club, that's like the support club where we're kind of almost getting to know our students a little bit better because they're asking questions.
Yeah.
We're realizing that a lot of our students actually are brand new to bookkeeping. Like a lot of them are actually, it's like a second career or like a side job or whatever.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to better support the person who's just getting into the bookkeeping world.
Yeah, because we need more bookkeepers. And if you don't know what you want to do and you have any interest in bookkeeping or numbers or like that side of stuff, or maybe you've done the books for like someone's company or your own company, I don't know. It's actually a great business because there are so many people looking for good bookkeepers out there.
Yeah.
Like genuinely.
You're probably never going to run out of clients.
I don't think so. Like we looked for clients for, I swear, 1 month and then we're like, we're full. Well, you can go on this wait list. Like,
especially if
crazy.
You're good. Like if you're a good bookkeeper, you're easy to work with. You are like really accommodating to your clients. You're like, you have a lot of really strong processes. I mean, you're not going to lose the clients.
No, I think it's a really great business to be in. And you have to like, I feel like the type of person who's good at it has like attention to detail. A lot of it is
routine.
Yeah, like not It's like, okay, on Wednesdays I do payroll, or so if you like that type of work and you have attention to detail, like really consider it because it is a great business. You can make really good money.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we definitely need more. Also, if you have had a business. So I think some of the things we've heard from some of our students or some of the people we've talked to who are like kind of wanting to get into it is some of them haven't gone to like traditional schooling for it. They're kind of searching online. They're doing this other stuff, which I 100% think you can do. And you don't need to go to like a traditional school.
Hell no.
But one thing they aren't seeing in themselves is like a lot of them have had their own businesses. They have run other companies, or maybe they like did the books for their husband's company. So the thing they have is the perspective of the business owner, which actually a lot of people who only go to school don't have.
I think it makes a huge difference when you have that experience, like from your own perspective of what it is like to work in a company or run a company compared to just theory.
Yeah, because when you work with like a year-end accountant, a lot of them they're so knowledgeable about like the compliance and the rules, and that's exactly what you want them to be like. Like that is so great. But sometimes it is hard when you feel like you're talking to someone who hasn't been in the type of business or industry you're in, because we've all been there where we're like, okay, in this textbook, it explains it like this, and that makes sense. But in the real world, my customers don't act like that. The industry doesn't act like that. The environment isn't like that. The economy isn't whatever. Like there's all these other factors you need to consider.
Mm-hmm.
And it can be really challenging to take textbook theory, which you absolutely need someone to know. So someone has to cover that. But then applying that to the real world, it's not that it doesn't apply. It's just, it's never perfect.
Yeah. And I think it's okay for like certain professionals or people in your network to have a niche. And it's like, you're my accountant. And so you're really, really good at year-end compliance. You're really good at filing my taxes. And you're really good at supporting me at like higher level, like business structure decisions. But then when it comes to like running the day to day, it's really nice when you have that perspective of like already working in a business or running a business when you're looking at the books.
Yeah. So I think these bookkeepers or these people who are thinking of doing bookkeeping who are like, well, I didn't go to school for 8 years like an accountant. It's like, yeah, but you've run businesses. You have the knowledge of doing like you can still help business owners and you can connect with them on a level that's just different, but it's still really valuable. And it kind of makes them feel like if you're watching this and you're a business owner, you know that feeling where you're like, am I crazy? Like, what the frick am I doing? Should I do this? I swear every business owner I talk to, they're like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just doing things. And I don't know what, like, I feel like everyone has this commonality of being like, not sure what I'm doing, but just going to keep going. And it's like, when you have someone with you who's like, I get that feeling, it's just, it just feels so much better.
And you can really tell when the person you're talking to actually understands what you're saying. Like truly is like, no, I get it. And that's why the solution I'm about to offer actually addresses that. It's not like a textbook theory band-aid. You know?
Yeah. We've said too much. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. Well, in
Not
our
at all.
course, we don't just tell you about theory. We actually walk through a sample. Like, is that helpful?
Yeah.
I think so, because I think that makes a huge difference. Like, through the entirety of the course, we teach you the theory while also teaching you on, like, a sample company so you can understand it, like, applied in a real-world scenario.
Yeah.
It's not just textbook.
100%.
Which I think, for me, it's always easier for me to learn and understand in that way.
Well, apparently adults, as you get older, you become more of like a hands-on learner.
Yeah.
So it's harder to just read stuff in a textbook and be like,
I
understand.
Get it.
I understand. Anyways,
I'm
now we've
gonna
just talked about
remember.
this course the whole time, accidentally. Also, that we're 1% of podcasters. Also, is there anything else we want to say?
I don't know.
Might be talking about our own lives.
What
Does
else do we
anyone
want to
care?
celebrate?
It's Friday right now.
Yay.
It's Friday.
Friday.
Yeah. I don't know what else.
It's a long weekend.
Yeah.
For most people. In Canada.
Canada.
Labor Day. Is there anything else we want to say? What else are we celebrating? Because we
just
filmed the course.
celebrating
We
being
obviously
alive.
are super pumped up about that because we just rambled for like 40 minutes.
Yeah,
about
we
it.
accidentally just talked about that the whole time. That was not the plan.
Okay, but we are just really excited about it.
I'm excited about it because it is like I know I said this before, but it's like this weird process where you're like, oh my God, I have an idea. Do you think this could help people? And they're like, yeah, totally. And then you like talk about it for like ever. And they're like, okay, well, how could we structure it? What could we do? What would be the first step? What would and it's like at the start, I always have the same feeling. I already said it, but I'm just like, no one could do this. We never can do this. It's so overwhelming. I don't even, and then you just like slowly pick away at pieces.
It starts coming together.
And as like, I feel like every time we do this whole process, we get faster at it, better at it, more like organized with it.
Mm-hmm.
And this time it's still so much work, but you're just like, I'm trusting the process because we've done it before. The feedback's been great, but it is a little scary to put your heart and soul into something for months and months and months and then hope that when you hit the button that says go live, people like it.
I know.
You like literally have like, I mean, you have feedback in the sense that you're like doing research and stuff, but it is a weird feeling.
kind of delusional where we're like, oh my God, we're going to go live and it's going to be so incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know it is kind of,
It's weird. It's a weird feeling.
it's a weird feeling to be like, I hope everyone sees just as much value in this as we do.
Yeah.
Which
I
I
think they will.
Yeah, I think we're even getting
And if they don't, we do
better at
100% money back guarantee, so just fucking tell us.
Yeah.
You've never money back.
it. Tell us you hate us. Please don't.
Hate us, we won't care.
No, we won't cry at all. I swear.
Yeah, we won't be bothered. It won't keep us up at night at all. We won't mind.
No, I definitely won't tell my therapist about you. I definitely won't.
Definitely won't say anything about you to my therapist. Oh my gosh. Anyways, we're stoked. If you're a business owner, thanks for watching. I don't know what I'm saying.
Thanks for listening.
If you're a
to
business
our TED
owner,
Talk. And
stay
champagne.
tuned and cheers
To you for starting your business.
Cheers to you for starting business because it's very hard.
Yeah.
And it's really scary. And
Okay.
and it's really fun.
And it's really fun and it's really fulfilling.
Absolutely. And we're so I don't know how to end it. What do we say? I just keep rambling because I've had 3 sips of champagne.
I think maybe we just drink our champagne and we cheers and we tell them we'll see them next week.
See you next week.
See you next week. Okay.